Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. I'm Nathan. I'm here with Dave.
Hello.
Dave, what we're looking at is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta.
Yes.
That was on last weekend, but it's also back this weekend.
Yes, it is. Good
so
news.
come and play it. This is 5 things we learned from it, and you can learn if you play this weekend. First one is combat rigs, as seen on screen here. These are like the new class system.
Yeah, it's sort of like a class, isn't it? Although it's not just to do with appearance or your loadout of weapons, but actually like a loadout of...
It's actually kind of special things. Payload
and traits.
Yeah, so these are the payload. This is you playing the Synaptic. That was you in your kind of dog mode, Reaper mode.
Reaper, yeah.
And this is your equalizer. This is called like dual machine guns. Just allows you to run around and really hurt people.
Yeah, and I think what they want you to do with rigs is actually learn. I think they're good for specific playstyles and specific maps. So for instance,
it's a hint of class. So this is a Merc. This is kind of a heavy guy, and this is the Steel Dragon. This actually splits up into a multiple kind of Ghostbuster style beam weapon if you are firing at multiple targets at once.
Yeah, which I always aim to do.
And this is the Warfighter, which is the kind of the most normal. Well, these are the 3 that were available in the beta, and this is you playing with the Claw.
Yeah, which is sort of like a... I mean, I'm not using it really very well here. I mean, I killed some people, but the idea of it is I think that it can ricochet and it fires out like a wide spread of bullets.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's good for shooting around
so your
corners and
loadouts
things.
in terms of your other perks and weapons stay the same when you switch rigs. So really, you select your rig based on maybe what if you're going into with a team, you know what everyone else is selecting and how you like to play. It's just like an added little level of customization.
And also the map, like for instance the Synaptic, you can go really fast, which is important.
Yeah, he gets faster and faster.
And
oh, sorry man, we're on to the next one. This is a very quick video. What we have to talk about here is currencies and crafting.
Okay.
This is the way that you can get new weapons. What we're looking at here is the Prototype Lab, and in Infinite Warfare, every base weapon then has various prototypes stacked by kind of rarity. So there's common, rare, legendary, and epic.
Yeah.
You can unlock them here in the Prototype Lab using salvage, which you
Okay.
just pick up as you go along. But the other thing you can do is you can use your keys to buy supply drops. So similar to the last couple of Call of Duties. And the only real difference is the way that the weapons are organised. The fact that you can... They're calling it a weapons crafting system.
Right.
The fact that you can use your salvage to unlock versions of weapons that you've unlocked the very base version of. So this is just a look at a supply drop. That was an epic thing in the middle there, which was nice, but it wasn't a weapon. This is my first ever supply drop.
Unbelievable.
I know, I got a nice supply drop. So this is my R3K Gambit. So I did get a legendary weapon,
Yeah.
which I was made up about.
Yeah.
But then if you want to go back, so this is me firing it. It made honestly like an instant difference. Like I am no huge Call of Duty player, but even I was able to, you understand immediately you have to get involved with this system if you want to do well at the game. If you want to then unlock the epic version, which is the only one of this gun which is better than that, you actually have to unlock all the ones before that as well. Either in a supply drop. I actually got the rare one just randomly in another supply drop. So then I unlocked the common one, and then I could see that wrecked. The epic one right at the end there was 3,500 salvage, which is quite a lot. Having played most of the last weekend, I got about 1,000 salvage.
Yeah, that's true. That is quite a lot.
So it's quite an interesting system. Each version, kind of each rarity of Prototype has its own specific perks. So if you want, say, everyone wants the kind of nuclear perk, that is only on a few different weapons, and it might not even be a weapon that you're particularly pleased about using. But if you want that perk, that's the way you've got to try and unlock it. So the crafting is using salvage to unlock them individually, and otherwise you can use your keys to purchase supply drops, and then
you might get an epic straight away.
Hope that you're lucky. Yeah, if you're luckier, even luckier than me. And now, Dave, we're moving on to the maps, which you can kind of tell us which maps you liked as well. So this is the first one. This is Throwback.
Right, yeah.
Do you remember this one?
I do, yeah. This had like a sort of kind of theme parky feel to it.
Well, it's on like a giant... It looks like you're on a ring world.
Yeah, that's right. You see it. They make a big part of that at the start, don't they? The sort of opening to the map shows you that you are on this big sort of ring world. I don't know what the story is behind it. I would really like to know, because it's
super
like,
sci-fi.
It doesn't
nuts.
feel like a real place.
It's kind of like one of those atomic towns. You know what I mean? In the Nevada desert.
That's what I mean. Like this was probably one of my favourites.
Frontier.
Frontier is a smaller map, much more sort of intense.
On a space station.
As soon as you kill someone for the first time, you realise that you're in space.
Yeah, you're in 0G and they kind of float into the air.
And I love that. And actually, that does change things up a little bit. There's like a real...
It means that I shoot corpses a lot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like down here, this is a proper thoroughfare, and you'll be quite tensely sort of waiting for someone, and someone will float out. You might shoot, and they're already dead, you know, and then you've given away your position. So.
And this is Frost. This feels much more like, you know, like a middle of the ocean kind of installation. It feels like quite a traditional COD level to me.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. What's it called? Frost?
I don't know, man.
This actually reminds me of one of the Black Ops 3 DLC packs. It's like which is like a prison, I think, you know, like an offshore prison.
Yeah, no, I do.
Like you say, it's got that feel. It's got that feel of like an offshore installation. And I just saw a research lab there,
like
and obviously
super military.
There's robots and all kinds of stuff.
This last one is Precinct, which actually came up only very occasionally for me in the beta. I think it was just luck of the, or bad luck of the draw. This is kind of, you know, like urban, built up. It's quite lots of kind of. Oh, what am I trying to say? It's quite dense, and it's like a little warren. There's loads of little pathways overlapping.
Yeah, and it was great actually to have some time this weekend with the beta, and again this coming weekend, because learning the maps, like, you know, we got into the beta,
so
I was
crucial.
getting killed left, right, and centre, and as you start to learn the maps, it makes such a big difference.
Now the next thing is the new equipment, lethal and tactical. We're going to start with lethal. This is my favourite thing. This was the exploding drone, man. So wherever you're looking, it's basically a grenade. Look, check it out. If you're getting like shot, so I was getting basically pasted from this window. If I'd hung around, I'd be dead. So just chucked out like a drone, angled it very slightly towards the ground, then I can blow it up
so
afterwards.
Pleasing.
It's like,
and there's skill. There's a lot of skill in that, you know, and like
this is your one.
It will fire. It will explode automatically
on impact,
but you get to time it as well, which is way more satisfying.
This is, I think this might be a secret grenade that we're about to see here. I think that's a cryomine that's been put down, and there's the secret grenade. And now we're moving on to more tactical. So these ones won't kill anyone. So this is a cryomine. We actually see anyone running over it because you don't necessarily want to be there when they do.
No.
But this is it. Kind of the effect that it has on you is a bit like a flashbang. Kind of slows you down for a few seconds and you're disoriented. And then this one is more footage of Frontier. And all that we're showing here in a second is the radar down at the bottom.
Personal radar, that's
right.
right.
And it just kind of gives you a better sense of where everybody is.
Which I didn't use enough.
Around you.
Must use that more. I think it's
exactly.
really useful.
And we're moving on to the final one now, and this is we're just talking about score streaks. And one of the I don't know, man. Like, so we've already we've already seen the Scarab. But what we're seeing here is the build up to a nuclear score streak. So it's just nice to see how the atomizer strike actually plays out.
That's right. Yeah, I like that. It's different for a different time. It's not just nuclear missile. It's the atomizer.
The future. Yeah, and we can all look forward to being atomized in the future.
Can't we just? And it's really cool actually. I love that how they've updated it for this sort of futuristic Call of Duty this time around. I love the way it comes in, like, you know, just sort of teleports in or warps in or something. And it's really interesting actually that they said that one of the things they had to think about this time was making sure that all their score streaks would work in space as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just think that's really, really interesting. I love that effect as well.
0G. Right, there we go. So that is 5 things that we learned playing the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta. It is available again this weekend. If you pre-ordered the game, you're able to get on there on PlayStation 4. Why not spend all weekend unlocking stuff?
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm planning to do.
Yeah,
Thank you for watching this video, Dave. Thank you for sitting here talking through the footage with me. And guys, we will see you again soon.